Patty. So I wanted to share with you kind of an update on homeschooling. For those of you who have been following along with us, this is our first official homeschool year. I've always done like loose preschool, but we have officially started kindergarten and have gone in full force. I shared what my picks were with curriculum, and we've now been doing school for 2 months. So I wanted to share with you my thoughts, my things that are going really well, things that we've been struggling with, my thoughts on curriculums and different things like that. So stick around and let me know what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear what's really working for you guys, and I'd love to hear feedback because I was a teacher, so I struggle with a lot of these things because homeschooling is so different, I feel like, than being in a classroom. So I definitely could use some advice along the way. So let me go ahead and share with you the curriculum. I'm not going through all the curriculum we're using, but I am going to be sharing with you the top things we're doing and my thoughts on it. So something new we are trying this year is the Good and the Beautiful Math. This is a brand new math curriculum by the Good and the Beautiful. They only have the kindergarten out right now, and I pre-ordered it when it came out. This is our first year doing like specific math. We've always done like a curriculum where it's all intertwined. And I'm a total math person, and I think Leah is too because she loves it. I think it's too early to tell, but as of right now, she loves it. We love this curriculum. My son, who just turned 3, gets involved. It's very hands-on, which I love because I know as the grades get older, it gets less and less hands-on. But it's really fun. We always enjoy doing it. I feel like she's really understanding the concepts, and it's definitely our easiest time of the homeschool day. Like, she does not give me a hard time when we're doing math. She really enjoys it, and it's the best part of our day. I always do it when Ella, my 9-month-old, is napping. So it really is just because there's a lot of like manipulatives and little things, so it's really hard to do with the baby around. So I always do this during nap time, and she really enjoys it. So I definitely recommend this. I feel like the way it's explained is great. I definitely have to cut stuff out because it's really long. Like, it would take us so long to get through a lesson a day. So like they have like a whole calendar time, which I don't do every day. It's very repetitive and really good, but after like the first month and a half, I kind of cut it out, and we'll do it like twice a week instead of every single day. So I definitely recommend it. The next one is the Good and the Beautiful Language Arts. This one is more of a struggle for us. We did the Good and the Beautiful, I think it was called Kindergarten Primer or Pre-K Primer, and we loved it. The reading was very hands-on, learning the letter sounds was very hands-on, and Leah really enjoyed it. This one I love because I feel like she is learning a lot, but I would say if you asked her, I would say she hates it. This is what she gives me the hardest time in. She does not like it, and it's not that she's not learning, like she's learning so much. So it's really a struggle for me because she's learning so much. Like, I've seen huge gains in her, like she's reading really well, like she's learning so much, and everything is broken down so easily. I definitely go very slow with the book because it's really intense lessons, and she gets very easily frustrated. So we'll spend weeks on a lesson. Like, we've been doing this for 2 months, and we're only on lesson 7. Like, we take weeks on a lesson, and we take our time, and I make sure she understands everything. I can't go a lesson down because the lesson down was the one I said we already did, and she's mastered everything. Like, that stuff would be way too easy for her. But she definitely gets frustrated with this, so I definitely take my time, but she does not like it. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure what to do because I feel like part of it is she doesn't like anything that looks like work. She hates. So if it's not in the form of a game, she does not like it. So I try to do like a lot of sight word games and things like that. But and she loves those. Like she loves sight word games. She loves any reading games. She's all about it. But if it looks like work, which this does, she does not. She gives me a really hard time. So I'm not quite sure what to do. I don't have the energy to create every single thing she needs to learn into a game, which is why I picked this curriculum. So I love incorporating games into learning, but I know in this season of life, like I love lesson planning and I love creating things, but in this season of life, having a 3-year-old and a almost 10-month-old, there's no way I could create every single thing she needs to learn into a game. So I feel kind of stuck. This is definitely my biggest struggle. We butt heads a lot when we're doing this, and she just does not enjoy it. She's not motivated at all to learn when it comes to reading. She loves math, but she hates reading. And, you know, some kids are just, like, they see, oh, another kid is doing this, I want to do this. I want to learn this and be just as good as them. That's not her personality. Also, a lot of kids are really quick on picking up when you're learning through play. Like you say, oh, this, like I used to try so hard to do learning through play with her, and I realized she wasn't learning anything, and she wasn't catching on to things. So that's when I decided to do a little bit more structured homeschooling, which began last year when we started The Good and the Beautiful. We slowly eased our way into more structured homeschooling. And I would love to just do learning through play all day. I give her plenty of playtime, but I don't feel like we can go any looser than what we are. So I don't know. I feel stuck with this. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. I definitely want to at least give The Good and the Beautiful a year and see, but if you have suggestions, if you are in the same boat as me and have the same struggles, let me know, because I don't want her to hate what she's learning. That's one of the reasons we are homeschooling. I want her to have a love for learning, and it just makes me so sad that she hates it. There's been behavior problems that have developed because of it. I don't know if it's because of this or just her age. I'm not sure. But it's totally against what she's ever, like personality-wise, it's totally against her personality. So I'm not sure if it's developed due to the way we're learning now, or if it's just like an age thing. I know kids go through different things at different ages. She just turned 5, so she is on the younger end of kindergarten. Like she's very, very young kindergarten, because she turned 5 at the end of June. So I know. Also, she doesn't like to sit down for school. Like, she just wants to play all day, which like I said, I do give her a lot of playtime, but I think she needs to learn a work ethic too. So I don't know how to encourage that. I have tried reward charts. I've tried sticker charts. I've tried being like super positive, motivational. I've tried being firm. I've tried it all. So definitely let me know if you're going through the same thing. Let me know if you went through the same thing and you figured out some stuff. This is all new to me, so it's definitely trial and error, and I'd love some suggestions or to hear where you're at. So it's not so much the curriculum. I think it's just figuring out us, but she definitely is not enjoying it. I love it, so I wish she enjoyed it, but she doesn't. But I definitely have seen huge gains, but I don't want, if I just wanted her to have the gains, she would be in school. I don't want learning to be about how much, like, yes, I want her learning, but I want her to love what she's learning, and she's not. She hates it. This we could do all the days of her life. So we definitely, I feel like, spend more time in math right now than reading, just because I want to focus on the things she loves. But we have to do this. Like, to me, it's a non-negotiable. Like, she has to learn how to read. And I definitely want her to take her time. We are taking our time. We're going very slow. I don't know. So anyways, the next curriculum that we have been using is Handwriting Without Tears. Oh, also, on a side note, when we are struggling, like I said, I try different things. I try to change it up. I try to incorporate games, things like that. And this curriculum brings mini books that she reads. And sometimes, not always, but something that has definitely motivated her, and I used to use them in the classroom, are pointers. So these stir sticks, I have them in my coffee station, but I let her come and grab them whenever we're going to read. These are stir sticks from the Target Dollar Spot, and it encourages her to read. Like, it kind of keeps her attention, and it has her focused on something. So definitely I recommend getting some of these fun little stir sticks. They're only $1 for a pack, and she loves using these. I used to use them in the classroom, and the kids loved them then too, and they were second graders, so definitely the older ones loved them too. So I definitely recommend that with your reading. It helps keep their attention and give their little hands something to hold. So anyways, the next curriculum I want to talk about is Handwriting Without Tears. This has helped us a lot. I've been really liking it. I love the little rhymes that they create to help remind the child how they need to create the letters. It's really helped her with her writing. I'm so thankful for how far she's come in her writing. I shared, I think it was a video this time last year, I shared another homeschool struggles, and I talked about how she wasn't writing, she wouldn't even trace, she would not trace anything. And now she's writing letters on her own, she's writing words, and I just feel like that's just, I feel like such a success story. And I remember being so frustrated this time last year because she refused to trace on a dotted line. Like, she would not trace at all. And I'm so proud of her and how hard she's worked in her writing, and now she loves writing. She's always writing people cards, and no, she doesn't spell right or anything like that, but I feel like she's only in kindergarten. That's okay, that'll come with time, but we definitely have come such a long way. And this is, I mean, I don't think that's because of Handwriting Without Tears, but Handwriting Without Tears, I feel like, is helping her to learn the proper way to write letters, because she does not write a lot of her letters correctly. So I feel like the little rhymes have started helping her, or like she'll write a lot of her letters backwards, and this has really helped. Like, the rhymes kind of help her learn. So she writes most of her capital letters correctly now, and we just started working through lowercase letters. So a lot of times, if she doesn't, like her name, she'll still write in all capital letters because she gets frustrated writing the lowercase letters. So if I'm not there standing with her, like, okay, remember these are lowercase, then she'll just write it uppercase, which is fine. In time, we'll work on that. But she has done so good. So this is great. I feel like it's super easy to use, and I definitely recommend it. We also have really been liking, like, I just started introducing, like, some copy work, but very, very little, because I don't want it to overwhelm her because she's still new to writing. So that has been great. Another thing that we had planned on using was Beautiful Feet books for geography and like social studies, and then the Indescribable Devotional Bible. Those we are still doing, but very inconsistently. I felt like our school days were really long. Like, sometimes we wouldn't finish. Like, we would take breaks in between, but if we did everything that I had planned to do, we wouldn't finish till, like, we would start at 8:30 and wouldn't finish till like 2:30, 3 o'clock, which for a new 5-year-old, I feel like is way too long. And yes, there were like short breaks in between, like a lunch break, but she was just getting very frustrated. So I've recently tried cutting out a few things, like even like morning basket. I just pick like 1 or 2 things from the morning basket, which she actually asked me today. She's like, Mom, why aren't we doing morning basket anymore? So I still need to find the balance. Like, I shortened school quite a bit to see if that would help with the behavior issues and the frustrations. So I'm still like working on our schedule. Like I wasn't sure if I packed our schedule too much before. So we do them on days where we have like, if she has a good day where she's like focused and trying really hard and she's like, come on, let's keep going, then we'll include Beautiful Feed Books and Indescribable, or one of them. But if I'm having a really hard time with her, I save those for last and I won't include them. So I still really like them, but these three things take a big chunk of our day. So we still do the Bible. Another thing that we include is she's in Awanas, which you're supposed to learn Bible verses each week. So we do that. We work on our Bible verses, and then I'll pick a couple of like games. Like I said, we'll do like sight word bingo, or like right now we're doing fall activities. I shared my morning basket, so I'll pick a couple of those things from the morning basket. She really likes read aloud, so I want to make sure I am doing read alouds because I wasn't doing read alouds before. And she really enjoys, especially now that we're going into like seasonal books, like the fall books and the Christmas books. She loves me reading to her. So I was finding that I wasn't having time to do that. So I have thrown that back in there. So she really enjoys read alouds and math, and she's come so far in her writing. I'm trying to incorporate independent work. She's not loving it. Some days she does great, and some days she wants nothing to do with it, but they're all seasonal activities, so I think that keeps her motivated. So I have noticed that if I can incorporate like something she's learning into like game form or like seasonal, like she loves, if it looks like fall, she loves it more. So I try really hard for her independent work to do that. So she's really liking the Moffat Girls, like some of the activities. Some of them are a little bit challenging for her to do on her own. But I have found that she definitely likes seasonal things. That has definitely been working for us. So anyways, this is getting really long. So I just want to share some of the things that have been working for us, some of the things that we're still trying to figure out, and some of the things that I just have no idea. So let me know, how is your school year going? Like I said, we're new to this, so we're figuring it all out. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Full-Time Wife Life, which she's one of my favorite homeschool channels to watch. I think she said you can definitely not determine whether you're going to homeschool or not from your first year of homeschooling. And I feel like I'm counting this as my first official year. But boy, it definitely takes a lot of energy out of you. So it's been tough. But I feel like there will be these beautiful moments where she'll be sitting and she'll be like, look, Mom, remember when we did this in school? And she'll be like really excited. And I feel like those are like the happy moments. And I'm like, wow, you know, she really does love it, even though on the day-to-day it feels like she doesn't. So I want to get to a point where she's loving it every day. So, you know, little by little, and I think I need to invest more time in researching and things like that. But, you know, there's only 24 hours in a day. So definitely share your thoughts and how things are going for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.